Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. It's Chicago and Chicago. And it's Chicago to start out. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Gordon out there with Tyler Zeller. Then it's Russell. Then it's Anthony. And it's Dunleavy in at the 2 guard.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And so Russell hits them both. And Chicago has possession. And here's Thornton. Left side, Davis. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Now Thornton. In the corner, it's Martin. Shoots from the baseline. Good.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Russell passes to Carmelo. Now the dish to Zeller. Got a piece of it and stolen by Thornton. The drive by LeBron. Passes to Thornton. Takes it from 10. Can't get it to go. Gordon with the defensive effort. And so here is Chicago. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Russell. And Davis pulls it down.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Fires from 14. And James gets it to go on the assist from Kevin Martin.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Pass to Dunleavy. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
LeBron outside. Davis setting the pick for James. Martin wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. Here's Chicago. The wide open look here for Anthony. Misses the 3. James dishes to Martin. Bangs home the trifecta. Martin's got 5 points so far.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Russell against Thornton. Russell kicks to Zeller. Nurkic with the steal. Down low, here's Martin. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Kevin Martin. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for Chicago.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
For Chicago, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Thornton against Russell. Zeller setting the pick for Russell. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got his first points in this one.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
James kicks to Nurkic inside. And it's Martin missing.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Anthony, the pass to Zeller. Back to Anthony. There's the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Russell, no luck.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now here's LeBron. And it's Russell with the rebound. Gordon kicks to Russell. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Gordon against Nurkic. Right block shot. And it's Gordon getting it to go. And that ties it up. Here's LeBron. 1:53 left to play in the first. Screen by Nurkic. The three from LeBron. No luck. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Anthony kicks to Russell. Anthony dishes to Zeller. Bank shot, no good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
And that one's good.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Chicago making some changes. Richardson, he's checked in for Nurkic. Then McLemore comes in for Kevin Martin. And it's Williams in for Marcus Thornton. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Tyler Zeller. Tony Snell comes in for Aaron Gordon. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Russell. 58 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Williams. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Boy, an awful lot to like about that shot from Williams.
Anthony with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Snell kicks to Foye. Pass to Noah. Puts up the baby hook, and Davis sends it back. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Now here's Williams. He's guarded closely. Davis setting the pick for Williams. Off the pick. Chicago grabs the miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
James can't hit. At the end of one. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. They can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Chicago right now, they've got Tony Snell. Noah is out there with Gordon. Then there's Foye, and it's Moore in at the point. And here is Moore after J.R. Smith getting his three to go. Here's Foye. Clock at 6. Noah. Now the feed to Foye. He kicks it to Moore. Noah the screen. Foye the pass to Noah. He dishes it to Gordon. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Chicago, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Some changes for Chicago. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for James. Martin comes in for Ben McLemore. And it's Thornton in for Williams. Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Chicago. Russell comes in for Randy Foye. Here's Smith. It's hauled in by Gordon. Chicago trails by 4. Russell kicks it to Noah. The pass to Gordon. Back to Noah. They set the screen. And Dunleavy gets it to go in. Dunleavy's got 5 now.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Nurkic. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Goes up again, and it's Davis laying it in.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow, just like he got there.
Dishes it to Dunleavy. Feeds it to Gordon. kicks to Russell. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That's good for Moore. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Noah. He's perfect from the line this time. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Smith kicks to Davis. He feeds it to Thornton. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for J.R. Smith.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. Here is Russell. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Gordon kicks to Dunleavy. To the inside. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second goal. Chicago leading by 3. Outside Martin. The dish to Thornton. In the corner, it's Martin. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. And it's 9 points for Kevin Martin. Martin's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Russell kicks to Zeller. Back to Russell. And stolen by Thornton. Passes it to Davis. And it's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller. Dion Waiters checked in for Chicago. Anthony's checked in for Chicago. Here's Thornton. Chicago grabs the miss. Moore right side. The quick look, no good that time. Chicago leading. Waiters dishes to Nurkic. And Thornton kicks to Davis. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Outside Russell. Pass to Zeller. Stolen by Waiters. Pass to Crabb. On the wing, Thornton. Shoots the 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Russell's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And that one's good. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Davis kicks to Nurkic. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
For Chicago, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Chicago making some changes. James checked in for Davis. Richardson comes in for Alan Crabb. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Chicago also making some changes. Tony Snell's checked in for Dunleavy. Foy comes in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Cannon in for Russell. Here's Cannon. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago making a switch here. McLemore is checked in. Anthony against LeBron. It's Anthony with the drive. That drops. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
Now here's Williams. To the wing on the left. McLemore inside the line. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And Chicago leads by 6. Out to Anthony. It's stolen by McLemore. And here we go. McLemore.
And how about that one-man fast break?
I love the power finish at the end of it, too.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Shoots. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Zeller's got his second basket of the game.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
Chicago leading by 4. They set the pick. There's the steal. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. And Cannon gets it to go.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one drops. So both teams making some changes here.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. Cannon kicks it to Noah. Just 3 on the clock. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. That's a 2 from Snell. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. One guy who's been getting it done is Kevin Martin.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
LeBron James is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Thornton. And it's Martin in at the 2 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Nurkic with the steal. To the middle. And Kevin Martin the bucket on the assist by James. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Martin. Chicago trails by 8. Pick by Zeller. The drive by Russell. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. Free throw good, Russell. And so Russell hits them both. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And Thornton kicks to Davis. And he gets the bucket. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Thornton against Russell. The feed to Zeller. Back to Russell. And stolen by Thornton. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Martin. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Chicago lead.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or 2, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And Chicago has possession. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. No one near James as he lets it go. That 3 off the mark.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And the jam by Tyler Zeller.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now here's LeBron. And Thornton kicks to Martin. Another one falls for Chicago.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Zeller, a screen on Thornton. Russell passes to Zeller. Gordon with no one around. Another one falls for Chicago. Chicago leading by 6. And here is Thornton. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's LeBron. Softly drops in the floater. James has got his second basket.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too.
On the wing, Gordon. Dunleavy up top. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Clock at 6. Here's Russell. Off target with his 3.
Even against solid defense, he's still going to try to continue to make that shot.
And I wouldn't bet against him in that situation the next time out.
Now here's Thornton. Tries from 16. And it's Russell missing.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Thornton dishes to Martin. Back to Thornton. And it's Thornton again missing.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Dunleavy kicks to Gordon. It's rebounded by Thornton. Chicago leading by 8. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Gordon goes in. Can't connect from short range.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount. That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Chicago making some changes. J.R. Smith's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Ben McLemore comes in for Kevin Martin. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Marcus Thornton. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Zeller. Tony Snell comes in for Anthony. Randy Foy, he's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Russell. Chicago leading. There's a good screen. And Williams, here we go. And it's Randy Foy with the rebound.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Out of hand on it. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Williams can't get it to go.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Noah, the pass to Gordon. Shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Noah.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Noah the screen. Cannon dishes to Foy. And stolen by LeBron. McLemore inside the line. Oh, and he just knocked down the...
Ladies and gentlemen, next team.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. Chicago trails by 10. So for Chicago right now, they've got Noah. Dunleavy is out there with Anthony. Then there's Foy, and it's Moore in at the point. Now, here is Foy. Martin kicks to LeBron, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Joakim Noah did not like that one.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Clock is at 3. Dunleavy for 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Nurkic has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Thornton passes to LeBron. Lets it go from deep. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Here's Foy, and there's the call on James. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Chicago making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. The 3 from Anthony. They get it again. Dunleavy. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Really quite surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, not typical. They've been dominant on the board, but they are still falling short on the scoreboard.
Chicago calls timeout.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
And that one's good by Noah.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
James with it. Noah picks him up. LeBron dishes to Thornton. Back to LeBron. The turnaround Jay. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Noah's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Russell. Misses the 3.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Chicago.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The pass to Nurkic from 13. And again, Chicago. No good. Chicago trails by 8. Anthony kicks to Dunleavy. He dishes it to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Stolen by Martin. LeBron outside. "13 feet away." And he can't bank that one in. Noah, the pass to Zeller. Zeller setting the pick for Russell. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That's on LeBron James.
Take a look at what Zeller's been doing. He has 8 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
Well, they've been shooting their free throws with confidence and knocking them down. That's giving them an edge, no question about it.
Davis is checked in for Jason Richardson. And Chicago also making a switch. Gordon's checked in.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Knocks it loose. Now Nurkic. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago leading by 6. It's stolen by Dunleavy.
Get back.
Zeller dishes to Dunleavy. His 3-pointer's off the mark. Thornton kicks to Martin. Back to Thornton. Screen by Nurkic. And the basket by Thornton. And Chicago leads by 8.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Anthony against James. Here's Zeller. Hits the jump hook. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Anthony against James. He kicks it to Thornton. Davis setting the pick for Thornton. And Davis now top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls it from the elbow. And that one's good. James.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Here's Anthony. Gordon with a screen on James. Anthony's shot is off. Chicago leading by 8. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. LeBron with it. Davis setting the pick for James. Marcus Thornton on the wing. Dishes to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Thornton again missing. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
So far in the game for Anthony, he has 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
And stolen by Russell. And Zeller kicks to Russell. Sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that puts them up by 5. Here's Chicago.
Gotta score quickly.
Yeah, no time to waste here, partner.
And here's Anthony from the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. And so they foul intentionally. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 6. 23 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
It's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul. And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
He'll take those all day. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
So it's Chicago now, trailing by 4. The 3 from Anthony. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 6. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They get the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul. It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Cannon, and the miss. And so it's Chicago winning this one.